Hi everybody, it's me and Chloe again. She's been out digging in the mud and had to clean her paws, and she's not a fan of that, so she's kind of mad at me right now. Anyway, my name is Judy Meredith, and I am a life coach, and I work with women who are getting out of toxic relationships and recovering from toxic abuse. So I wanted to come on here today and give you an idea of a way to kind of organize that process of leaving, because when you're in that process, it's really super difficult to manage all of the different pieces of it. So it's very challenging. It's a very challenging time in life, and it's multifaceted, it's multi-layered, and it's overwhelming. So one of the things that I like to tell my clients to do is to organize and structure this time period in your life as a thinking of it in terms of it being your full-time job. So when you are restructuring your life because you're getting divorced or you're getting out of a toxic relationship and everything is changing, you may even have children involved. There are so many different plates to spin, so many different situations to pay attention to. And it can even make you feel a lot less productive in your work because it's going to take center stage. And now you can hear Chloe chewing on her chew toy in the background. So one of the things that I tell clients to do is just to framework it as in terms of thinking it in terms of, this is my job right now. This is the work that I have to do on my plate. And to avoid overwhelm, one of the tasks that I give them to do is to get like a notebook out and label it, my transformation or my new life or my new chapter. Give it a real positive name. But inside, when you come up with a topic that you feel overwhelmed about and you don't know how it's going to work out and what you're going to do, for example, it could be because now you think maybe you have to move, you have to leave the family home, or maybe you've been a stay-at-home mom, now you have to get a job, or maybe you were in business with the person you're leaving. And that's come up a lot in my work with women before, when they are actually not only married to the person, but they are also in business with them. So, and you don't know how that's going to play out. Make that the subject of a page and you title it, my new home, or where will I end up, or what will I do about my job. And then making 2 columns and 2 lists. On the left side of the page, you want to list everything that you have control over, given, with regard to that situation. And on the right-hand side, you want to list everything you don't have control of. And then now you've got it on paper. The things that are in your, yes, I control this aspect of my life, with regard to this job or my home or whatever, fill in the blank. Now you've got your to-do list for your job, which is getting free, transitioning to your new life. So now you've got your to-do list. Now you've got your marching orders, so to speak. And those can be taken from that column and put into a planner, transferred over into a planner, which you should also have at this very tumultuous time in your life. And this will anchor you. This will anchor your life. So if you do those 2 things, think in terms of, this is my full-time job right now, being able to get free and get on with my life, because it's going to take a lot from you. And if you create this transitional journal where you are really focusing on, what do I control, what do I not control, it will anchor you and make you feel less stressed and less crazy. The other thing that I really recommend to do is to take rest breaks frequently, because a lot of women, when they're in the midst of this, they feel like they have to do everything right now. They have to get it done immediately. They have to do everything. You can't do that. It's a process over time. Anytime we're in a transitional phase in our life, that's a life crisis that takes time to play out. Although you can feel a lot more sane by doing something, by acting on those pieces that you do have control over, a lot of stuff you won't have control over, and you just got to let go of it for the time being. So knowing that it's a process over time that's going to get you from point A to point B, and being okay with that. Taking rest breaks frequently, like you would from any other job that you're trying to do, is going to prevent you from having panic and panic attacks, and that sense of just being frozen, where I don't know where to what to do, where to go from here. So those are my recommendations. And then lastly, I just want to leave you with this. Anytime you're upset about this and you're really freaking out over this, drop back to the understanding always in your mind, I have left. I've gotten myself out of an abusive situation. I'm no longer being abused. Anything else that happens going forward is okay. I did the hard thing.